NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
We know how.
San Diego is expanding outdoor options for gyms, salons, and churches. While some of those businesses will benefit, others really don't think it's feasible. Thanks so much for joining us for the Nightly Check-In. I'm Mark Mullen. So today, San Diego Mayor Faulkner signed an executive order to help more gyms and churches and salons move their operations outside. The order allows businesses to move to private parking lots without having to obtain a permit. A proposed ordinance to expand to public lots typically needs approval from the City Council, but it all could be problematic if parking spaces are not readily available.
It is a balanced business decision. In a strip mall where there's shared parking, businesses are going to have to come together and talk about what's the best use of space.
The mayor was hopeful his order would help salons, but many salon owners with whom we spoke today said moving outside is going to be really challenging. Salons need access to water for clients to wash their hair and then hands afterwards. Meanwhile, we have learned that the state board, which initially prohibited outside services for salons, will now allow some services to continue outside. Stay tuned. San Diego County leaders are reporting 7,884 tests today with 453 new cases. That is a 6% positive rate, which is in line with what we saw yesterday. The county wants the numbers to stay below 8%. In all, there are now 24,135 cases in San Diego County. No new deaths were reported. The total is still 478 deaths. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced another major scheduling change. The California Interscholastic Federation announced it is delaying the start of all 2020-2021 sports schedules, impacting thousands of student athletes. Fall sports like football and field hockey will be delayed 4 months and actually start in the winter. Winter sports, meanwhile, like basketball and wrestling, will be absorbed into the spring season and go alongside traditional spring sports like baseball, track and field, and others.
Typically, the state playoffs have been longer, and they shortened it down a little bit to give us some more flexibility as a section to increase the length of our season and have a full section playoff.
Each of California's 10 sections will be able to make their own master calendar. San Diego section's goal is to have its full sports plan finished by August the 14th. The new schedule creates several scheduling issues, from facility availability to coaches and referees to multi-sport athletes. And a reminder, all of this could change based on guidance from the governor and state health officials. Child care facilities across California are being hit hard by the coronavirus. Our Investigates team found that nearly 1,000 cases have been reported statewide. Here in San Diego, we wanted to take a look at the measures being taken to protect our kids.
When they come in, they have to have their masks. They have to bring their own pen. They have to let us know if they're going to be traveling, and if so, they cannot bring their children after 14 days and with an exam, a negative exam for COVID.
At Kinderland Montessori School in Bonita, things are very different than they were before the pandemic. So far, they have been successful, but not all child care centers here are. NBC7 Investigates found that in San Diego alone, 58 cases of COVID-19 were registered in child care facilities, including positive cases between staff, parents, and kids. 16 cases were found in private home child care centers. The San Diego County Board has a policy in which they cannot provide the names or locations of the children's centers with positive cases. A coronavirus vaccine may come sooner than a lot of people expected, as one study shows promising results. Oxford University in the UK has reported initial trials in their COVID vaccine have been successful. The experimental vaccine was given to 500 people back in April. Researchers say it prompted a protective immune response in hundreds of people who received the injection, and it has also been safe so far. The vaccine is currently in a trial to see if it actually protects people from the virus. That vaccine could potentially be available, we are told, by the end of this year. So, are we in store for a cooling trend this week? Dagmar joins us next with your forecast for Tuesday, right after this quick break.
NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. We know how.
Time for a new water heater? Call Bill Howe, San Diego's most trusted plumber since 1980. So whether you are looking at a traditional tank or a tankless water heater, you know who to call.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. Because we know how.
Looking at your Tuesday, you will continue to feel very mild weather across the region. San Diego County enjoying this nice stretch of very comfortable weather, especially when you consider it is Southern California. And of course, we are in the month of July, mid-70s, mostly sunny skies along the beaches, inland valleys, low 80s. You are looking at lots of sunshine, but comfortable temperatures. Mountains also still a little on the warm side, mid to upper 80s, but fairly comfortable. And you are looking at the 108, 109 mark in the deserts. Again, these are all very seasonably normal temperature ranges. So really for the month of July, as I said, in San Diego, you couldn't ask for a better Tuesday.
Today is the deadline to share your input on a plan for the sports arena. The city wants feedback from the public on a plan for the 48-acre property. The plan right now is for a public park, a 12,000-seat soccer stadium, a 3,500-seat music venue, a hotel, and a large fitness center. It would also include housing, offices, and retail space. The cost would be about $125 million. Well, a heartwarming story from over the weekend. A local World War II Marine veteran was all smiles after his buddies and family hosted a drive-by parade for his 95th birthday. So this was the drive-by celebration for Manuel Flores' birthday. The veterans group, the Patriot Guard Riders, led the caravan past his Cherokee Point neighborhood home. Flores says he was feeling the love.
I never thought anything else would ever happen to me. It's better than the end of the war. The end of the war was great, but this is even worse, better. I sure enjoyed myself. I didn't know I had so many friends.
Love that guy. The Patriot Guard Riders say they love to celebrate local veterans any way they can. Much appreciated there, right? It's going to do it for our nightly check-in. I'm Mark Mullen. Be safe. Have a good night.